Hi, welcome back to On The Volley. Yo, bro, it's been a minute, you know what I mean? I've been missing for what? About a month now. Haven't done any videos. This is my first video after a month, yeah? It's a little bit like when I was playing football, got injured, and I couldn't play for a month, yeah? Something like that, but basically down to work commitments, a little bit of health issues. I got the flu twice or 3 times or 4 times. I don't even fucking remember anymore. But I'm back, glad to be back, and I'm outside here, outside the Shamrock Irish pub in the centre of Rome, just around the corner from the Colosseum. And like I said, if you find yourself in Rome, you got to drop by here, yeah, and get yourself a nice cold pint. Anyway, here we are. Let's get back to it. Now, what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about Celtic. And it's been a minute that I haven't spoke about Celtic. You know, I've been watching the games. I've been looking at some of the YouTube channels. I've, you know, basically listened to what people think, have to say. I've read the comments. And you know what? I know that we lost against Hearts 2-0. And I'm trying to get my head around it. I'm trying to figure out where the problem is. Look, don't forget, when we got Brendan Rodgers, I did say that I would have preferred, I can't even remember the other guy, the one that was in charge of Bodo Glimt, yeah, if he's still there. I would have preferred him, yeah? Okay, now his name slips my mind. But we got Rodgers, so I said, okay, right, you know, he's been successful in the past. So, you know, everything points to the fact that it should be successful this season as well. And we all heard him say, you know, that he was going to come in, he was just going to tweak the team, okay? He wasn't going to change a winning team. You know, we've just come off a treble, okay, under Ange Postecoglou. We come, you know, off some really exciting, fast attacking football. And Rodgers got off to a very, very slow start, let's be honest, okay? The football weren't great, but, you know, you had to give him some time to get to know the players and that. Then he had a couple of games where I just thought to myself, damn, they're improving and improving, and they were playing the kind of football which we expect from Celtic, which we are used to under Ange Postecoglou, yeah? When Ange was here. And it just seems, though, to have gone downhill since then. Now, I question the fact whether or not the injuries have played a big part in it, or whether it's just Ange. Injuries obviously has played a part in it, let's be honest, yeah? But I think the biggest problem that we do have is Rodgers. I honestly believe that, yeah? And I don't know if I said Ange before, I might have done, okay? You know, if I did, you know I make mistakes every now and then, because I suppose I just talk too fast. And as you know, I don't have a bloody script. What I should do is I should have a script. I should, like, you know, practice it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, so that all goes inside here. But that just ain't gonna be, that's just not me, yeah? So I will make mistakes, I will come out with some fucking shit, you know, and I did it already in the past when I said Yang was from bloody Japan when he's from South Korea, yeah? And I mean, I've already come out and said that and apologized for that, and I've explained why that is. But anyway, let's get back to it. So we lose 2-0 to Hearts. And I suppose, you know, the referee didn't help, okay? But I'm not going to blame the referee. Even though the second goal, a great strike by them, a great strike, yeah. He just put the ball over the wall, yeah, and just right in the corner. Me personally, I don't think Hart could have done anything to save that one there, yeah? But that's just me. Should it have been a free kick in the first place? I don't know, I thought that was a little bit tough, to be totally honest, okay, right? But, you know, even so, that wasn't the problem. The problem that we have at the moment is Rodgers and his style of play. The guy is, you know, he wants possession football, okay, and I've said this before. You can have 80% possession. You can have 90% possession. But if you're not putting the ball in the back of the net, if you're not creating chances, what's the use of having, the greater percentage of possession? No use whatsoever. No use having possession of the ball in the middle of the pitch. It's the final third. Now, I saw Rodgers, his post-match interview, okay, and he's talking about the fact that, we were too passive. Of course we were too passive, but why are we too passive? Who's the manager? What are they doing on the training pitch? Has Rodgers lost the dressing room? I don't know. Because, I was looking at another YouTube channel earlier on, yeah, and the guy on there, he hit the nail on the head. He turned round and basically said that the players, obviously, okay, wouldn't have been too happy with the fact that Rodgers has come out and publicly said that the team needs more quality. So what's he saying? He's saying that the players he's got are not quality players. Let's be honest. If I was a footballer, right? If I was a footballer, if I was playing, okay, under Rodgers, and he comes out and publicly says that, I'd be saying like, "Oi, bro, what are you trying to say? You trying to say that I'm no good?" Because if you're not gonna appreciate me, if you don't think I'm good enough, yeah, but you're playing me because whatever reason, nah. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have a lot of faith in Rodgers, so I have a feeling that has played a part in it as well. I don't think the players are too impressed with Rodgers. I don't know if, they're playing for him or not playing for him or what's going through their mind. I'm just telling you what I would feel like. So that's number one. Okay. Number two, I don't think they like his style of play. They've gone from Ange ball to Brendan ball, okay, if you want to call it that. And a classic is you look at the performance of some of these players. Kyogo has gone off the boil. That guy has been firing for the last 2 seasons, and Rodgers has him playing too bloody deep. Everyone can see it. Everyone can see it. Everyone's been saying it. He's not playing in the position that he's used to. Kyogo's a goal machine, but he's having difficulties this season. And obviously, it's also going to play a part on his confidence. So I don't think he likes the way they're playing. You look at Greg Taylor. Greg Taylor had a couple of great seasons, okay, under Ange. All of a sudden, Greg Taylor's gone off the boil. So, what's happening? What is happening? Now, I hear what everyone's saying, sack the board, sack the board, sack the board, okay? But really, is it the board? I'm not too sure. I would put the board at fault, okay, because they are at fault as well, okay? Let's make no mistake about it. I would put the board at fault for bringing Brendan Rodgers in, okay? I honestly believe that he wasn't the right choice. I've said it, but I was willing to give the guy a chance. All this stuff about, going out and buying players, so on and so forth. Yes, I hear you, okay? And yeah, maybe we do need to buy some players, to fill in certain positions, because I think what we've seen is when we have injuries, we don't have the same level of players coming in at the moment, yeah? But then again, saying that, yeah, let's not forget Dyson Maeda. At the beginning, everyone was saying he was shit, okay, right? All he knows how to do is run, okay? He's last ball in the final third is shit, okay? We should get rid of him. People were slagging off Greg Taylor, okay? People were slagging off Carl Starfelt. Don't forget that, okay? He got some serious grief. Now, I hear we haven't replaced Carl Starfelt, yeah? So, I believe that some of these players need to be given a bit of time, number one. And number two, I believe that they need a manager that can get the best out of them. Is that manager Rodgers? It doesn't look like that. Rodgers says, okay, right, if he can buy his own players, if he can bring in, okay, the quality he wants, okay, then he's going to give us the world. Nah, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm not that confident. You know, look, let's make no mistake about it. We expect to dominate the Scottish League. That is the minimum that we expect, yeah? But now we're in a situation after losing 2 games, back-to-back games, yeah? Remember that, back-to-back, yeah? Them not down the road. They got 2 games in hand. They win those 2 games, what happens? They go top of the league. They go above us for the first time this season, for the first time in a long, long while. Okay, not something which we expect, albeit with 1 point. But hey, they'll still be top of the league. But they do have to win their 2 games in hand, okay? And it's not a given. Don't ask me who they're playing. I don't know. I don't care, all right? I didn't even bother to go and look and see who they're playing against because they do not concern me. I don't give a damn who they're playing, okay? What I do give a damn about is how we're playing and what we're doing and whether or not we're going to improve. Now, we've got the January transfer window coming up, yeah? Don't even think that is what's going to save us. And I'll tell you why. The January transfer window is the worst transfer window of all. Because it is what it is. You know, teams don't want to let go of their players mid-season. At least they're good players. They want to keep them until the end of the season, yeah? Especially if they're doing well in the league. And if you do go there and they do sell it to you, the price is going to go up tenfold. Tenfold, yeah? What we're going to do, we're going to go out there and spend that money. We're not spending it now. Well, no, that is false. I'm sorry, I take that back. We have spent money, but we're not spending it the way most of the fans would like. Now, don't get me wrong, yeah, okay? Yes, you go out, you buy a 10 million, a 20 million pound player, but don't even turn around and think that the fact that you've gone out and spent that money, okay, is going to guarantee you success. You can pay 20 million for a player and he could turn out and be shit. We've seen it happen. We have seen it happen. Look, when I first come to Italy, when I came to Rome, yeah, I knew nothing about wine. Yeah, I drink cider for crying out loud. So when I would go and like I was holding a dinner party and I'd go out and buy some wine, you know what I did? If a bottle of wine cost 40 euros and the other bottle cost 20, what do? I'd go and buy the 40 euro bottle of wine. Well, after I got used to it, I learned a bit about it. What I did find out, it's not about how much the bottle of wine costs, yeah? It's about where the wine is from, the quality of the wine, how it's been produced, yeah? So it's not about the money, it's about the person. And I've said this before, just look at what Arsene Wenger used to do at Arsenal. He used to bring in those rough diamonds and we sold them off for a shitload of money, which is the same thing Celtic have been doing for quite a while now, yeah? So what I would say is, yeah, okay, we can call them projects. Yang, I've said it before, I've been singing his praises. He's had a few really bad games, okay, he's lost his confidence, but there's a player in there. I don't think Rodgers has the capacity to bring out the potential of that player. And that is where our problem lies, okay? You can, sing sack the board. You've been doing it, okay, for years now. Every time Celtic isn't doing well, okay, it's the board's fault. Don't get me wrong, the board does have a lot to answer for. And one of the things, we don't talk politics, okay? We're a football platform. But they need to sort out, okay, the situation with the Green Brigade. They're the ones that bring in that atmosphere. They're the ones that, the stadium misses them, yeah? Regardless of what their political thoughts are, yeah? Everyone has their thoughts, okay? They just decided to publicize it. I've got my thoughts. He's got his thoughts. He's got his thoughts, okay? Not everyone's going to publicise it, okay? Especially, you know, you're not going to come out in public. They did. You can say they had a right to do it, just like the other side have a right to, you know, give their opinions. Me, I stay out of it. I don't get involved. But if we're talking about football, I would sort that situation out and get the Green Brigade back into the stadium, because they do bring the atmosphere. Let's just talk about the football at the moment. That's how I see it, yeah? Am I worried? To be totally honest, no. I'll tell you why I'm not worried. Because we've still got a few players to come back in, yeah? Hatate is a massive miss, okay? I don't know why Rodgers hasn't used Iwate enough, yeah? I think he's a great player as well. I think Rodgers is changing it just too much, okay, right? There is no consistency in the team. And until Rodgers decides on what his starting 11 is, yeah? And I would put Iwata in there. Iwata, Matt O'Reilly, okay? You know, you bring on the other players afterwards, okay? They need game time, they need to improve, but Rodgers needs to get it right on the training pitch. From the training pitch, you bring it into the games, okay? And that style of football that we're playing at the moment is not the way we should be playing. Rodgers should stick to his word. He turned around and said he wasn't going to change things. He was just going to tweak the team, yeah, and keep on with the Ange ball situation. He's not doing that, okay? Regardless of the fact that we've had injuries, Hatate's out, yeah, we still have the players there, I think, that can produce. Yeah, some players need to be sold, okay, need to be shipped out, but we have a good base of players and they've shown, okay, the potential which they have. We just need to make sure they achieve their potential. Is Rodgers the man to do that? I don't think so. But I tell you what, them lot down the road, they got a good manager. Philippe Clement, if that is how you pronounce it, he's doing a great job with them at the moment, okay? Which is completely the opposite to what Rodgers is doing with us. Anyway, listen, that's all I've got to say. You know, put your thoughts down. Let me know what you think, okay? Do you agree with me? Don't you agree with me? Do you think I'm just talking a load of rubbish? I don't know. That's just my opinion, yeah? The format is here. The format is here for the fans, okay? It's for you to give your opinions as well, yeah? Look, with that, I don't know when I'll be out here next. You know, it's a hobby. You know, we don't do this full time. Hopefully, you know, it's a Christmas period, so hopefully we won't wait another 4 weeks before I do another video. But for the meantime, me Shah, I'm out.